So this is the second time that I've filmed the video talking about like why you really shouldn't waste any time like going out and partying and drinking. I went out on Saturday and I'm going to tell you about like the night on Saturday, how much I spent, and then more importantly, like the time it took me to recover, and then like everything I lost from like one night of drinking. So I'm 29 years old right now. Have you ever heard someone say like the older you get, the worse your hangovers get? It's absolutely true. When I hear that, it's from people that are like in their 40s or like 50s. And I'm only 29. I felt bad enough that I had to sit here and film this video for you guys. Going back to this, man, if you're a younger guy right now, like 21 to 29, when I was 18 to 22, when I was serving and bartending, that's all I did was go out and party and try to hook up with girls. I just didn't have anything else going on at that time. Like I didn't work for myself. I didn't have a dog to take care of. I wasn't in a wheelchair, so getting around was a little easier. Not that that stopped me from going out. Let's just get into the video. We're gonna look at my recovery process and then all the things that I lost leading up to feeling better today. And this should really give you guys an idea of like why you really shouldn't waste this stuff, okay? Or waste time on drinking alcohol. I ended up going out with this girl named Jessica, and we went to 3 places in that night. We went to Yard House, Bar Georgie's, and then we went to a bar called Linkster. So at Yard House, Jessica ended up paying for that, which was cool. I think that was like $40 or 40 or 50 bucks. Now, when we went to Bar Georgie's, that's where the night took a turn because there ended up being like a bunch of girls that came in and a bunch of like a girl that I knew. They had a party and we ended up seeing 2 other people from the gym that I go to. So we ended up staying there for quite a while and it got real busy. Like I've never seen it that busy before. I somehow ended up spending $176 at this fucking bar. I'm pretty sure some of those drinks on my tab were not from Jessica because they were vodka drinks and I was drinking espresso martinis. I think she had vodka Red Bull. I also bought a shots. But some of those, there were like 3 drinks on there that weren't ours. So I think I ended up paying for somebody else's fucking drinks. But at that point, I didn't even want to argue it. And then after we went to Bar Georgie's, we went to Linkster's. I don't know who paid for Linkster's. I know everybody that works there, so I feel like if I owed them money, someone would have told me. So I'm assuming Jessica did. Otherwise, we got our drinks for free. Let's just assume that I paid for everything for the sake of this, okay? If not, the 176 was the tab, but 50 plus 176 plus maybe like 20 bucks at Linkster's. That's over a $200 night, bro, just going out. $200 that I wasted going out for just a couple of hours. At 200 bucks, I could have bought shirts, I could have bought food, I could have bought books on like Amazon. That would have been way more enjoyable than just temporary fun. That's the whole like vice to drinking, is like the alcohol makes you feel like you're having fun in the moment, and you just start losing control of of your body. Your thinking process just goes down and down. More importantly, the recovery phase. So my hangover was so fucking bad, dude. I ended up texting my mom. I was like, hey, when you get hungover, like, does it last for 2 days? Because I'm struggling right now. She goes, it usually lasts for 3. And I'm, oh my God, dude, I'm 29 years old and I literally wasted 2 fucking days of my life. I had work that I wanted to get done on Sunday. And then it wasn't until like 3/4 of the way through Monday that I started feeling better, at least good enough to get out of bed and then get some work done, clean the house up a little bit. The reason why hangovers get so bad is because the older you get, your liver starts to metabolize the toxic chemicals from alcohol slower and slower. And obviously the more you drink, and apparently I must have had a lot if I was struggling for 2 days, but the more you drink, the more toxins your liver's got to get rid of. And I'm on like liver support and whatnot because I'm on steroids, so it's like I feel like my metabolism would be just fine. I woke up Sunday, I think I got out of bed like 7 or 8 different times because I had to let the dog out. I literally got up just to do one thing and then get back in bed. And that was it. I literally tried to sleep in all day long when I could have been working. I could have cleaned the house. I could have done laundry. I could have went to, I don't know, like church or a park or the gym. We spent $200 on Saturday going out. And then on Sunday, I ended up wasting an entire day where I could have been productive because I quite literally did not feel good enough to be out of my bed for longer than like 10 minutes. I would have like little spurts here and there of when I would feel good enough to get up. So I would get up and I would try to like hydrate myself or eat something or like drink caffeine. None of it made it better. I would remember I would go through these little periods where I would be like, okay, I'm sober, I think it's good. And then I'd get like fucking dizzy again out of nowhere. I'm like, am I drunk again? I'm like, where is this coming from? I ended up door dashing food to my house, and I think that was like $16 because DoorDash is expensive, but I wasn't driving anywhere. So I just wasted all day Sunday doing nothing. And then Monday comes around, same thing. I wake up and I feel like I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, great. I think it's been over 24 hours. This should be out of my system. No, that wasn't it. By the time I got ready in the morning to get ready to take a shower, my stomach just started feeling so nauseous and so sick. I literally wanted to lay back in bed again. Also, too, I felt like I take steroids and I drink a lot of caffeine. I have a lot of energy for a guy that's 29. My face was just fucking exhausted. I ended up door dashing more food that day. That was another $20. So if we look at the total so far, what is that? 200 plus 20 plus 16, $200 to go out, and then 2 days where I could have been productive. I could have been doing something that would have improved my life. And what did I end up doing? I ended up laying in bed all day long for 2 days in a row, basically just fucking dying and not wanting to be around anybody in the outside world. So I lost money, I lost time I'm never going to get back. I lost 2 days of productivity, so I could have made money, could have cleaned the house, I could have taken the dog somewhere, I could have had fun, I could have made new friends out in public somewhere. See, all these different things that I had to sacrifice because of one fucking night of going out and partying. And this is why I said, if you're young, like you're in your college years, like if you really don't have much going on right now, I'm surprised you made it this far in the video. One day you're going to get older, like 26, 27. You're going to be like, you know what? I don't really want to drink as much as I used to anymore. I think how that happens is because slowly over time, the more mature you get as a guy, your priorities shift. And then when you start realizing, like Mitchell's right, my hangovers are getting worse. We don't want to be that hungover anymore because of how fucking miserable it is. I met a bunch of people, but am I talking to any of these? Am I hooking up with any of the girls? Am I texting any of the girls? Did I meet new friends that I'm hanging out with? No. I don't give a fuck about anybody I met. I went out, I had a good time, and I came home. And now we're on Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days later, and I'm finally getting to the point where I'm filming videos and I'm editing and I'm working and I'm feeling great. This is what I want right now. This is what I want to feel like, is great. I want to be productive. I want to film videos for you guys. Even if you watch this video and you're like, yeah, Mitchell, you're right. You're likely still going to go out and do it. Because I've said several times that like, yeah, I'm not really going to drink as much anymore. And then I notice whenever I go out, if I have more than like 2, I'm usually like going out. I'm going out and partying. That's normally what happens pretty consistently with me. I think as time goes on, I think alcohol is starting to get like promoted less and less. I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video or not, but I saw somewhere either on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube that like Gen Z, the younger crowd, like they're ditching, like they don't even want to drink anymore. Waking up every single morning feeling great is amazing. I remember when I was 18 to 22, bro, I used to wake up at like noon and then I would be out until like 4 in the morning. Now I'm in bed by like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and my alarm goes off at 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember on New Year's, I went to bed at like 9 o'clock and I was up the next day at like 4 or 5 and I felt amazing. Alcohol really has no benefits to you from like a social skills point of view, since that's something I help people work on, is like how to go meet new people. When you drink alcohol, going up and talking to people, it becomes a lot easier, only because that alcohol is like, it's blocking something in your brain that like would create that anxiety from you going up and approaching somebody. That's why people who drink, that are like shy, usually have a much easier time opening up, just because we're inebriated, bro. We're not thinking properly. If you're going to learn social skills, like you're going to learn how to go up and approach girls you don't know, you want to do all this shit sober. If you can do it sober, you can do it no matter what. You can move to a new city and I'm in a new city right now. I don't know anybody here, but I know how to go talk to people. Instead of saying, okay, well, I moved to a new city, I don't know anybody here, I'm only going to go and make friends if I'm drinking, because that's when I feel comfortable doing it. The difference here is you don't have to rely on alcohol just to go and meet new people. That means that you can meet new people at like grocery stores, at gyms, out in public. You don't have to rely on like going to bars and nightclubs to meet friends who likely may not even remember you at the end of the night. There's just a lot of like cons when it comes to drinking alcohol, and this, the older you get, dog, the worse this gets, man. Like the worst, like it's such a weird perspective. And like one day you wake up and you're like 26, 27, 28, and you're like, fuck, I went out last night and that was miserable. I never want to do that again. There's so much other things that I could be spending my money on. Why am I sitting here spending it on alcohol? I'm going to go and spend it on alcohol for temporary fun. I may or may not meet people. I may or may not remember these people if I meet them. I'm going to lose a bunch of money. I'm damaging my body. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to lose time because I'm hungover. And then I'm going to lose days where I'm like productive. Dude, there's nothing but cons when it comes to drinking fucking alcohol. And I've always been more of an alcohol guy over than like weed personally. I don't like weed. I hate it. You know, but I mean, they sell it medicinally now. I don't know anything about weed. I'm trying to talk drugs. But at least, you know, when you do the marijuanas, you're not, like, you don't feel like fucking garbage the next day, at least from my experience, but I don't touch that stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. This was just a quick video that I wanted to film to get something out to you guys, just letting you know, like, my experience on Saturday, like the recovery from going out and partying. It's really not worth your time, man. The older you get, the more this video will make sense. If you're a younger guy right now and you're like in your college years, you're probably like, yeah, fuck no, Mitchell, I'm gonna go out and keep partying, bro. I'm gonna go up, hook up with girls. I'm in a fraternity right now. Like, this is fucking awesome. And if that's the case, man, do your thing. I can tell you from personal experience, the sooner you wait to improve your life financially as a man, the harder life might get. Just because you're going to college right now and you're getting a degree, college is a business. That does not mean that you're going to get, you know, anything above an entry-level job when you get out of college. And if I could go back in time and look at like my 18 to 22-year-old self, I would tell him to stop fucking going out and try to build a business. You know, like, get your business up and running at that point in time, because the sooner you start making money, the fucking richer you're going to get over time, especially if you invest that money into the stock market. The sooner you get started, especially when you live at your parents' house, the less risk you have. If you go through your college years and you start partying, you graduate, and then you get like an entry-level job after you graduate, because you might have the degree, but you don't have the hands-on experience that you need to get the job that you actually went to school for. So you're going to get paid minimum wage, and you're still going to be in debt. And then if you get a girlfriend and you have kids, well, now you're fucked. Now you're fucked because you have a child. That's going to make doing things so much harder. This is why I say, if you're a younger guy right now watching this, if you're partying a lot and you made it to this part in the video, just think about what I said. Alcohol is not worth the money. There's so many other things that you could spend your money on and not feel like ass the next day. You know, at least if you go out and like rage like I did. So that being said, guys, hey, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. A few other things, got a couple links in my description. I got a free book on getting better at dating. I've also got a 17-page cheat sheet that'll teach you everything you need to know about pickup, dating, and relationships, that it's designed to be looked at when you're in a position where you don't want to mess things up with the girl. You can get that for $13.99, or you can book a coaching call with me down below. Hey, if you like this video, if you like me just rambling like this, you want to hang out some more, check out this video right here. Likely you're going to learn a thing or two from that. With that being said, guys, hey, see you in the next one.